So, welcome everyone back to Fortune Island, and unfortunately it seems that doing online things on Fortune Island levels you up and gets you onto the next part of the playthrough, so I do apologise for that, but nonetheless it has unlocked the next treasure chest clue. So yeah, legend says the Lady of the Lake will shower with treasure a 3-star R8, so obviously that means the Audi R8, but we need to get 3 stars on either a speed zone or a speed trap. So yeah, I don't actually think I own an R8, so we'll have to buy that and then upgrade it a little bit so it can get us a 3 stars. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit expensive, but at the end of the day, as long as we don't spend more than $500,000 or so, it still should be worthwhile getting that treasure chest, because it obviously does give us a million credits. Right, Audi R8. Right. Well, it's going to have to be the newer one. Well, even the older one apparently is more expensive, and this is quicker, so as you can see by the stats. So we'll get the newest one, and then we'll give it a bit of extra horsepower, maybe some bigger tyres, and hopefully we can get 3 stars on it. Still a pretty damn quick car even in stock form, but I doubt the 3-star requirement is going to be a easy one, so we need to make sure that we can get it. It's not often that I upgrade on a playthrough like this, but it's necessary, so we need to. Right. I'm thinking turbochargers. Or racing V12. No, I'd rather keep V10. Still a pretty solid sounding engine overall, to be honest. Right, let's measure 81 horsepower. We won't overdo it, to be honest. We'll give it that extra 52. And then give it a slightly larger engine at 5.7 litres. And give it a racing exhaust. Right, that's an extra 170 horsepower. Get some wide rear tyres, so it handles better and accelerates quicker. Get some racing tyres, and lighten it up. There we go. That should hopefully help us. It's only 28 grand, so we're well under 300,000 spent. If it doesn't help, we can always come back and give it a bit more. Right, let's go find this speed zone or speed trap, whichever one it is. If it's a speed zone, it should be a bit easier because they're generally a lower target, but obviously you've got to keep up that average speed throughout it. Whereas obviously if it's a speed trap, you can just gun it at a certain point and see if you can get the speed you need. So Lady of the Lake. Lady of the Lake. Ah, I've already gotten 3 stars on it, so it should be easy then. I didn't realise. Right. Oopsie daisy. Sorry, fellow Audi. Right, since I've already got 3 stars on it, I should be able to do it easily with what I've upgraded with this car.
400 yards. Turn left.
150 mile an hour isn't as high as I thought it would. Isn't as high as the target as I thought it would be. I was expecting it to be a lot higher, to be honest. Especially for a treasure riddle. And obviously we've got to go find the treasure.
Turn left.
Which last time was easy enough, but a couple of the other ones before that have been a bit tougher.
Turn left.
We're going to have to get a run up on this one, obviously.
Turn left.
So we'll turn right and go around that straight.
Turn left. Turn around when it is safe to
As soon as we get up to 150 on this bit, we'll turn around. So that's close enough. Easy gonna do it. I'm gonna break my previous best.
your destination.
Hey, monkey. Coordinates are marked. Some of our drivers are heading to the location now. Better hurry. Finders keepers.
Right, so it's in front of a large mountain, a single tree and some rocks. Righty ho, let's go. Hopefully it won't be too much of a difficult thing to find, or in too difficult conditions, because obviously we are still in a supercar here.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
Quite hesitant to say whether or not this is my favourite version of the R8, because I can't remember how much I enjoyed the V8 version of the R8. I can only really remember driving these V10 versions, but it's still an incredible vehicle overall.
You have arrived
The
at your
mountain that it's in
destination.
front of. Supposedly in front of. There's a twig. I see the twig. A single lone tree that's in the entire area. There it is. That tree was a big giveaway, to be honest. Boop.
And the
Million
fifth
in the
treasure
bank.
of Fortune Island has been found and claimed by
Oh,
someone
we've got the
who
Collins
might
egg.
be familiar
CCS.
with you right now.
Yes, yes,
Don't
yes,
blame
yes.
Horizon. This isn't our fault.
Oh, I've been looking forward to getting that car. The original Collins egg, where it all started, where all the madness, etc. Right, we'll get back onto a road and we'll actually get in it. I know I'm going to do a review on it, but I still want to drive it. You guys can get an early glimpse of it. We'll do a full-on review. Doubt it'll be worthwhile for any racing on this island though, but we'll see. Yeah, I know it has. Not sure whether or not we've ever had this Collins egg before in a previous Forza game. We might have in the old ones, but I can't remember it being in a recent one of a Forza game, to be honest. Well, I forget my alphabet off the time. Where's K? There we go. So yeah, as you can see, 564 horsepower from 4.7 litre V8, whereas, as you can see the difference, this is what 15 years of design and evolution of design and all that lot has brought about. Granted, the new Argera weighs more, but the amount of extra power that it has is incredible, especially from an engine that isn't much bigger. Right, let's get in it. Yes, I would like it to be delivered to me. So yeah, we've got a few more cars to unlock via treasure chests. We've got that Celine that we've not had for a few Forza games. And then we've got which ones we got now? Oh yeah, the Lamborghini, I think it's the Aventador J, the basically convertible version of that car. So yeah, looking forward to both of those, to be honest, because we've not had that Lamborghini before in a previous Forza game, and we've not had that Celine for a long while. I remember enjoying it immensely on Forza Motorsport 4, so I hope it still holds up. Right, there is a road racing series we can do, so hopefully we can be in this car. I know we've barely even given it the full beans, to be honest, but let's have a look. Yes, we can. Yay! Let's see what it's made of. Granted, we can go in the newer Collins Agera RS, but you know, I've been looking forward to driving this ever since it was announced in this expansion, so it's well worth giving it a shot. I just want to see what the acceleration times are. They're pretty damn good for a car from 2002. yeah, mightily impressed by them. Obviously the top speed came very close to beating the McLaren F1. So again, that's impressive. There's the Lamborghini that I was talking about. The red one. It's a convertible. There's a Celine in here as well. Is that not considered powerful enough? But yeah, there's the Lamborghini. Mad looking thing to be a convertible version of that. Oh dear, that was entirely my fault. I was too busy admiring the Lamborghini to realise we're coming to a braking area. Fairly basic interior in here. You're going to admit, for a car that's their first ever vehicle from a small manufacturer, this is incredible. Should clarify that, first ever production vehicle that they made. Obviously they had concept versions and prototypes before this, because they were around several years before this came out. So yeah, they were obviously beavering away for a long while before they showed what they could do to the world properly. Yeah, incredible first vehicle from Koenigsegg, and obviously they've made several great vehicles since. Zenvo is keeping up with us though, because that obviously has more power than we do. We have better handling, I think. Because that Zenvo is really rather basic in terms of what it has in terms of suspension and braking. Especially basic for a car that has more than 1,000 horsepower. As you can see, its power is more than enough to overtake us. Doesn't have the handling or the lack of weight. But I don't think we're going to be able to beat what's in front of us, because they also have handling and more power. Come on, catch them up. Let them fight each other and let me gain as a result. As you can see though, we're still no slouch. There's 200. There's 2 Lamborghinis leading. And it's going to be 2 Lamborghinis winning as well. Oh well, still a mightily impressive attempt from the Koenigsegg, especially since that's the first time racing it. But yeah, I'm impressed by that. Yeah, especially for a car that's 16 years old, and in supercar terms, that's 100 years of a lifetime, quite frankly. So yeah, mightily impressed.
You have no idea how many boats full of equipment I have to bring over from the mainland to handle the Island Conqueror, and not 1 but 2 deciding races. You just better qualify is all I'm saying.
I will, hopefully. Right, so there is another road racing series, so we'll go do that, and then we'll do a country dirt one and a cross country one, because I've not done either of them since the last episode at least.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
And I quite clearly see a shortcut ahead of us.
Recalculating route. In 100 yards.
No need.
Turn sharp left.
One thing I don't have to worry about with a game like this is obviously damage to the undercarriage of a supercar.
You have arrived at your destination.
Right, attempt number 2. Let's see if we can get a win in the bag this time round. We're in the dark though this time round. And it looks like the Aurora Borealis is out, if that's what you call it. Gearing is quite long on this car, which is probably what gives it its Really well, good top speed for a 2002 car. Especially one with less than 600 horsepower. Ooh dear. Can be a little bit hairy though at times. First place has roared away. We're too busy battling everyone else at the back to really gain an advantage. Might have to yeah, I'm going to restart it. Do apologise, but as you saw on the first part of that first lap, we were busy fighting 9th, 10th place or whatever for a long time, and that just hinders your chances of gaining more places. So let's try and not get in such a scrap this time round. We don't have the best launch by any means, but certainly got the acceleration and the speed. We've got a much better run this time round. We're easily the oldest car here, so we're up against some kind of technical giants. You've got the Pagani Huayra, you've got the Lamborghini Aventador. Even the Noble X M600 is probably a bit more technological than this. It's not me putting it down on this car though, but it's hard to ignore the age differences. Once again, first place has roared away. We're in a much better position than we was last time around when we got into our second lap. Can't get first, at least let's get second and improve upon last time. If we don't keep failing, oh dear. Yeah, there's that rear wheel drive lariness coming into play there. Not helped by me smashing into a wall, obviously. This car's pretty phenomenal when it comes to high speed corners. Does seem to be a little bit more unpredictable when it comes to the lower speed corners though. Nonetheless, gonna dive down the inside. We're not gonna get first, but we are improving nonetheless on our position last time round. So yeah, still a phenomenal car for a car that's 16 years old, and like I said, in terms of supercar territories, that's quite a lifetime, because yeah, we're 8 years older than the M600, we're 10 years older than the Aventador that's here, we're I think 10 years older than the Pagani Huayra, so yeah, there is a sizable age gap between the two, well, between me and the other cars, so despite that, still being able to get a podium position is really rather good. So I have no problem whatsoever with only coming second or third. Right, let's go do a dirt race. Obviously we're not going to be doing it in this, because that would be silly. Rear-wheel drive supercar with nearly 600 horsepower. It's not going to fare very well, even though it is letting me. But we'll change our car and it'll fit us around that. You know what? I'm thinking something Audi. Oh, but we already started out in an Audi, didn't we? I'm thinking all-wheel drive really, primarily, just because, you know, it is off-roading. What to pick? What to pick? This is why I usually don't pick while recording, because I end up not being able to choose. We'll go with the Jeep Track Hawk. It is upgraded, but it's still a phenomenal vehicle even in standard form. So let's see what it can do. So yeah, plenty of extra power on this. If you've seen my Extreme Off-Road Silly Build episode with this car, then you know exactly what it's got going on under the hood and exactly what it's capable of. It's still got the same Hellcat engine underneath, but it's massively upgraded, more than 1000 horsepower. And yeah, more than capable of dealing with the off-road elements, because it's been jacked up in terms of ride height. Got off-road tyres, wider tyres as well. It's even got a wider track than it had originally. And even when not on the dirt, it's still able to deal with everything that you throw at it. But here's where it excels. Eat your heart out, McCann, because you're going to get beat. Come back, you pair of Germans. Volkswagen Touareg and one of a McCann, I think. Interesting to know if it's still got that diesel V10 under the bonnet of that Touareg. It has. It absolutely flies down the corners. It's less successful on the dirt though, as you can see it's bouncing all over the place. As a result, the Track Hawk is supreme. To get you, Porsche. Goodbye, useless crossover. Say hello to my quad exhaust and massive V8. Yeah, I actually quite like that circuit. I might use that for an autocross series, to be honest. Seems like a decent mix between tarmac and off-roading. But yeah, easily the fastest lap time there. Yeah, even in this obviously heavily modified SUV, that must seem like a quite challenging course. So I imagine vehicles that have all of the extra power but none of the extra handling would prove quite hilarious, to be honest. Right, round 6 unlocked. I don't know how many rounds there are until we get up to the last big races, but probably not far off, to be honest. And I'd rather have that 5 grand than any piece of clothing, that's for sure.
Horizon. Want to make a quick million, no questions asked? Come on, you know you want to. Next phase of the Fortune Island treasure hunt is a go. Will-o'-the-Wisp Speed Zone is said to be silly, especially when driven in a Jeep named Willy.
Well, that's not the easiest thing ever, is it? Right, so obviously we're going to be going through a speed zone in the Jeep
Meanwhile,
Willy
if you're one of
off-roader.
the select few still racing in the Island Conqueror Round 6, your schedule is now live.
Right, so where is that speed zone? Yeah, there it is, 90 mile an hour. So yeah, definitely going to have to upgrade that Jeep Willys. We'll do that in the next episode though, because we've already been upgrading this vehicle today, so we'll do this cross-country race. I think we'll stick in the Jeep, it was pretty successful last time round. Even though I'm not a massive fan of the standard Jeep Trackhawk, I do really rather like, you know, this upgraded version. Just because it's quite as outlandish as a 707 horsepower off-roader should be. Obviously now it has more power than that. But yeah, they should have made it look a bit more menacing like this, to be honest. Obviously I wouldn't expect them to put the headlights on the roof or anything, but you know, make the track wider, put those wheel arches on it, would have looked a lot better in standard form. Out the way. Water is no problem for this vehicle. Nice big drift. Ooh, the ominous cave. Oh dear. Oh yeah, completely missed that corner. Too busy enjoying myself in this vehicle. Yeah, it's easy to get a bit overzealous in this car. Leaving them miles behind. They just cannot deal with the immense amount of power. Neither can I, it seems at times. Still be able to do 100 mile an hour through those waves and whatever else is fairly incredible. Get a ton of skill points from this race alone. Yeah, top tip, I find off-roading in a vehicle like this, which is fast and able to deal with the bumpers and the jumps and the off-road elements, gets you the best kind of skill points. easy to rack them up, to be honest. She can do the jump, she can destroying things, can drift around. In my case, climb into a wall and lose it all. But you hope you get what I mean. Around the lighthouse. Yeah, they've really not been able to keep up with me. This is a bit too much of a hardcore off-roader when you've upgraded it to this level. Easy peasy melon squeezy. Plenty of money, influence. So yeah, because of that one race, we're not even that far off getting up to the next level, to be honest. But I think we'll leave it there. Actually, got anything else to do that's close by? I don't think so. Actually, I think we'll try and do a 3-star on the Trailblazer. We've yet to do one. I know how difficult it is to do something even in a vehicle like this. Let's get plenty of speed up. Obviously we've got to find the fastest route in the shortest possible time. Or with the shortest possible time. Obviously it was quite difficult when we had to do it in the Mustang. Because obviously that's a real wheel drive muscle car, whereas with this, we've got more than 1,000 horsepower. Plenty of off-road capability. Suppose to slow you down in a vehicle that was lower than this. What's that then? 3 stars, hopefully? Nope. I imagine we have to be even faster than that, obviously. Maybe less of the jumping about would be helpful. But I was only a couple of seconds off, so yeah, with practice I'd easily be able to get that. Let's go see what this danger sign's all about. I feel like in the mood doing a couple of these PR stunts for you.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
It obviously gives us some experience and influence and whatever in terms of leveling up. Don't know why, but I always have the Canyon Aero song off Simpsons when driving something like this off-road. Right, there it is. So let's get a run up. It's the best angle of attack. Right here. So yeah, don't have much of a run up because obviously we're off near a cliff. But if we were more than 100 miles an hour, we should easily be able to do it.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, we needed 400 feet to be able to do that. But that's still a decent start to that danger sign. Anyway, nonetheless, hope you enjoyed this episode. Bit of a mixed bunch, but obviously we found a treasure chest. And we had a few fun races as well. So, yeah, still plenty more to look forward to with this game. Well, this expansion. Obviously we've got another expansion coming not long after the start of the new year. But I have no idea what that's going to be. But I hope it's at least as fun as this has been, because this has been huge fun. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.